So today is Monday, I think it's July 24th. I'm sitting here on the front porch, and here's the edge of the porch right here, just beyond my shoes. And then next to the house, right next to the house, I have a little bodega, which is a Spanish word for warehouse. It was the first building I built because I needed a little storage building for my solar batteries and inverters, which the solar batteries are in that big field there behind. So we built this. It matches the house identically, even has the same little roof over the front porch. The doors and windows are all the same, and it has a rock porch. But the problem is, between the house here and there's the edge of the porch, and the bodega is dirt. I don't have grass going yet. It is starting to come. But if it rains, and right now this is the rainy season, so it rains every afternoon for about 30 minutes, I have to walk across the dirt to get to the bodega if I want to go check on the batteries, or I keep some tools in there. And it gets my shoes muddy, and then I got to clean my shoes before I go back in the house. So we're building a little rock sidewalk here. You can see here's one plumb line, and the other plumb line is right there behind Pedro. And we've gathered rocks, rocks is one thing I have a lot of. And we've gone out in the field and found the rocks that are the flattest we can find, and we brought them in. And so that's what Pedro is doing now, is building me a little rock sidewalk that will go from here over to the bodega, and it'll also be big enough I can put my, pardon the scaffold in the way there, but you can see my barbecue grill, which is right next to the swimming pool. So I can get that up off the dirt and put it on the sidewalk and not have to stand in the mud if I'm cooking the day after a rain. So here we are getting started. This is day one, and it's about probably 10 o'clock. This is the follow-up to a little video I made a couple of days ago when I had Pedro start a new little rock walkway from my front porch. There's my front door. Here's my porch where it used to end. And now we've finished a little rock walkway across to the solar bodega, the warehouse in English. And then I had him make a little separate piece addition to it right there to add on my barbecue grill. And to the left, behind the bodega, is east, and that's where the prevailing winds come. So when I have my barbecue grill open, the lid open, the wind will not be hitting the flame and stoke it up. And now I've got my scaffolding removed in the swimming pool. So I'm so proud of this. I'm really happy with my guy. Pedro had never done masonry work. I just told Pedro, I said, I think you could do this if you practiced. So this is what he did for me. And I can go out to the solar room where my tools are without getting my feet muddy after it rains. And what we're starting on this morning is a new little seating area here to put a picnic table or outdoor eating table. Pedro has his plumb line set for a little 2 meter by 2 meter extension of the walk that we can put a table on and sit out here and eat. There's a swimming pool. Sit here at a table and eat a nice lunch like I had with my friends a few days ago, and overlook the swimming pool, which is now empty but will be full. At the end of one day, Pedro got about 2 square meters done. One thing we have a lot of here is rocks. And over the last year, as we've been clearing and making a way for a house and swimming pool and all the other things that go through my mind, when I'd clear the rocks out of the way, I would either put them in some low spot that I could level out, or I would just put them in a big pile somewhere and keep them. And I kept them for days like today where we needed some filler, and that's what we're doing, is just bringing them from a pile that I had accumulated somewhere else to fill in this area and level it off by the new patio seating area by the pool. So that's what we're doing, is we're putting big rocks on the bottom, and then we'll put smaller rocks on top of that, and we'll have a nice little landscaped area here by the house and by the pool. Well, I can say now that I've got this little patio area here finished. I filled the rest of it in with rocks so it'll drain water. And then to level it off, I built this little small wall here that ties back into the pool. And I've already shown you I've got the rock edge now around the outside of the pool, which should stop the staining. And it's done. Finished. Thank goodness. Cross this off my list.